welcome to this video, the first ever video to show you how to use the Melodology Pro ArpSeq plugin, which is designed to assist producers who want to use arpeggiators and sequencers in music production. Here we have a track that's already been used alongside the arpeggiator and step sequencer, and I'll play what we've got and I'll then give you a couple of examples of how we used it. Okay, we had a bit of a loop going on there, but never mind. So, here is the arpeggiator playing. This was created earlier. So what we're going to do, we're going to take the original clip and reactivate it. We'll now delete the output that we created. And if we just play this, you'll hear just straight chords. That's what we started with. Okay, so we drag these chords as the input to the arpeggiator, and the output of the arpeggiator will go to our synth track, and the post FX also has to be set to ArpSeq. When we play the arpeggiator, we want the input signal to be recorded on this track. We now go down and see the preset that we configured earlier, and this is actually playing the chords or notes from the chords that are played here. Each chord is a 4-note chord, and this operator U1 will basically go up through the chord. So we'll play the first note, second note, third note, fourth note, back to the first note, second note. This then plays the third note on the 7th step, but 1 octave up, and the 4th note in the position it was played. If we now play this, we'll hear the arpeggiator applying that preset to these chords. So the next step is to actually record and let the MIDI data get transferred to this track here. Okie dokie, we can now disable the original track. In fact, we could delete it. We don't need it anymore. And now make sure the track receives its MIDI data from the track itself. And if we now press play, it will play. Okay, so that's one example. The next example is this bass track, which was created using the arpeggiator, and you can see we've basically got a series of 16th notes played. If we solo this, you'll hear. So basically a pattern repeating every 16 notes. So what we're going to do to replicate this, we're going to take all the notes, delete them, create just one note for the whole duration. We'll then delete the copies of these. We've got 4 stacked basses. If we now play it, it's just one bass note. So what we need to do is create a new track. On that track we will put ArpSeq. We will route the output of the arpeggiator to the bass track we're going to record on. We're now going to take that one note and move it down to the arpeggiator as the input note. And then what we'll do, we'll create a new preset, which basically is the note, the only note that's being played. I'm pressing Control left mouse click to duplicate the 16 notes. But this will just create a fairly unimpressive pattern. Recording up here. Here we go. So what we want to do here is create a bit more of a rhythm. So I'm going to reduce the velocity of some of the notes. Do that again. Okay, so that is our pattern. We can now record this. And then what we'll do once this is recorded on all 16 bars, we'll then copy it to the other 3 bass tracks we've got. Okay, so we no longer need the arpeggiator. Delete that track, and then we can simply copy the track to the other bass tracks, and now we have a finished section. Hope you enjoyed that little demo of a couple of features that allow us to use Pro ArpSeq in creating arpeggiators and rhythmic patterns. Thank you, please subscribe, and I look forward to producing more videos like this very soon. Thank you.